What's going on, guys? Kaiger here. The red guild emblem stuff has been added to the game, primarily showing up on SEA Southeast Asia and KR Korea. They should be showing up on global at some point in the future, but because these are being added, it's time to do an updated version of Guild Emblem, the Guild Institute guide. Let's get into it.
마지막 한 송이가 시들어간다. 하느끼는 최후의 기도 속에서 신은 최후의 선택을 내린다.
Alright guys, so starting from the beginning, you can primarily get the emblem stuff from here in the guild shop. You're also going to get some from doing the guild clown, which that'll be a separate video, as well as packs and stuff like that. Now, this is an example for what you're going to be seeing here. The ones that are locked are going to be unlocked by the level of your guild, as well as guild glory, which guild glory is a different name, but it's the same as the merit. Just as everyone's doing dailies, doing war, stuff like that, it's going to increase your glory, which is going to allow you to upgrade the others. Like I said, it's based on guild level and glory level. Once you get them all unlocked, you're going to have 10, 10, and 10. 30 in total. You can either have orange, green, or blue, where the orange, the actual skills that we're going to be seeing is more damage oriented. Green is more defensive, and blue is a lot of in between. You'll see some buffs of damage, but you'll also see some sustainability, things like that. Now you'll see left, middle, and right, these can't all have the same stats. You'll see the ones on the left, you cannot have defense or block. You'll see 1, 1, and 2 block damage reduction and block recovery. For the middle one, you'll see it's blue and green, that is 1 and 1, where it's the orange that has 2 stats. And the one on the right is blue has 2, and orange and green only have 1 stat. So you want to keep that in mind when you're doing your refreshes, trying to get the stats that you're looking for. And here's an example of what you'll be looking at. This is primarily looking at the orange. So generally you're going to be getting purple is going to be the most common for free to play, just from the boxes and whatnot. But there should be no issue in a free-to-play player getting some gold over time. And then you'll see how it looks like, right? It'll have 3 base stats, and then special attributes down here. It can be 1 to 3. It'll always have at least 1, but it could just be a stat. Like, it could just be 1 heart. But I generally see 2s, but 3s are kind of rare. You'll never see a 4. I've never seen that in the months that I've seen this. The red ones are new, so it could have 4, but I haven't seen enough to really be able to tell you. But I would look for 3, but if you have 2 that are very good, I would keep that. We'll go over the actual skills once we get over there. Now, this is a screenshot from SEA Southeast Asia. This did a pop-up where it's Antique Emblem Random Pack. It could be any of the red ones. And then you also see right here the upgrade materials. This screenshot I showed you, 35, 35, 32. Once they get up to 40, they can't go up anymore until it's a red. Red can go up after 40, but they require this upgrade material. They also have it in some events. This is the pack down here. This is the upgrade material right here. And this is what they'll look like, right? So it appears to be 20% bonus on the actual stats itself. 500 HP, 600 HP. 10 break/crit, 12 break/crit. Block recovery 0.1, block recovery 0.12, 20% more. Now these aren't specifically a huge deal, but those levels could be over time, as well as if they add levels in the future. And you'll see this has 2 stats, but it's just some flat stats. We don't really care about that. We want the abilities, as we see over here. Now, the link is going to be down below, but I want to show you a calculator we've had for a while now. A friend of the channel, let me make it so you can see that. Alright, like that is probably the best I'm going to be able to show you. But move this around. Nico Hokaru, you'll see him on my Discord. You'll see him on the official Discord for Global. But this is a cool calculator that he did. We're also working on a updated damage calculator to show you if crit, if not crit, if block, if not block, the damage that will happen. So that's going to be a good one. But what I suggest to most players is, like, let's take, for example, if I pick Impeccable right here, right? This is the total requirement for Impeccable. It'll also say the effect, which I'm covering right there, the crit damage taken. So as you click these, it'll tell you the effect, as well as if I pick this, there's certain ones that I can't have. Everything in red I can't have if I have Impeccable. I could have, that. It's still falling within the same parameters. No issue. But that's the issue with a 20. The 20s are very, very powerful, but they're pretty restrictive in what you can do. What I enjoy is I like going for these 7s like Flower Barrier, Wind Following Strike, and Holy Spirit Shield. All 3 of these, in their own right, are pretty powerful abilities, as you'll see right there. And it's 777. Now, remember we have 30. What's 7 and 7? That leaves 16. So there are some 16s that are worth looking at. You'll see we can't do a 20 like Impeccable, Integrated Offense and Defense, and Crisis Warning. I do want to tell you that offense and defense has been fixed. And 1.35, no, the end of 1.35, right before 1.36, offense and defense has been fixed. It is working. But we are able to do things like Full Moon, which is a 16. We can do Good Luck Follows, but this generally isn't too great, or Survival Instinct. Those are the ones that I would suggest, Survival Instinct or Full Moon. I enjoy Full Moon the best, but do what you see fit. In general, if I was to just ignore class, ignore everything else, what would I do for a build? I would do Full Moon, and then I would pick 2 of the stats here, probably either tenacity and break free. Break free is harder to get than just that damage reduction, so I go for that. But it could be damage reduction or break free, either or. You're not ever going to see a 4. And then over here, when following shadow, 1 heart and abnormal resistance. And then over here, we obviously would love a damage increase pierce rate, but that's going to be a little bit tough on us. But we can get the Holy Spirit Shield and Abnormal Mastery, and this would be fine. But I mean, you can get a 3rd, so just grab the attack if you're able to. I did take a look, and I'll show you right here that the actual stats themselves. So like you'll see tenacity down there 240, damage reduction 1.5 for green. Now if we go over to what we've been dealing with over here, tenacity 240, same. Damage reduction 1.5, it's the same. So they're not even bigger stats. It's literally a 20% boost on the flat stats, and they can go up 10 more levels, which are some more base stats, but it's not enough to really be a huge deal to go for, which I think is good and is what the fate cards were for a long time. For a long time, the yellow fate cards were actually better than the red fate cards for most players, because you can get more of them and get that 3rd roll more often after they added the reroll system, and then added red to dragon and added this new upgrade system. Now red cards are the go-to even for a free-to-play player. But like I said, this the link to this calculator will be down below. It'll be in the description of the video, as well as a pinned comment, so you can easily find it. But like I said, I like going 777s. But if you are going to go the 20s, impeccable is really good if you know they're doing a crit build. Integrated offensive defense is effectively a blue rose passive. When you're at high HP, you deal more damage. When you're at low HP, you take less damage. And crisis warning: if you take more than 6% of your HP, block will always trigger, and block will block damage reduction. It says efficiency, but it's block damage reduction will get plus 15%. This if you're getting one shot, this is pretty good. This is good for most people, and impeccable if you specifically are trying to counter a crit player. But I would, like I said, suggest Flower Barrier, Wind Shadow, Holy Spirit Shield. Start from there. These aren't, each individual one isn't as good as any of the 20s, but together they're better than all the 20s. Let me know what you guys think down below. Until next time, guys.